What's up, everyone? Daddy Warbucks here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of Call of Cthulhu. Toronto Gosh is the keeper through this series, so I'm gonna turn it over to him for the recap. Here you go, Terry.
All right. It's been a while since we've run a game of Call of Cthulhu, so I'm going to go through a brief recap of basically what's happened up to this point. I'm sure the players will as well. The whole party met in Massachusetts, where they met an old friend of theirs who was in the hospital, and he tasked them with banishing a demon that was haunting a farmhouse. They found a sarcophagus in that whole entanglement and brought it to England to be studied by a Professor Smith, who they got to meet briefly before he was grievously wounded in a house fire started by people that were searching for the same thing he was after, the Sedefkar simulacrum. It's been broken up into many different pieces and spread across all of Europe, all along the Orient Express train line. The party did some researching in London, got on board a spooky train in there, and went to some sort of alternate dimension where they were able to solve some puzzles, get some phobias, and bring the train back into the regular plane of existence. After spending a few days recovering from that ordeal, they made their way over to the mainland and are now in Paris trying to do some research to find more information on this Sedefkar simulacrum and a man named Fenelic Comte, who was last known to be in possession of this item. Also, this is the embarkation point of the Orient Express, and that's where he left the party off. They had just found out a brief bit of information about the simulacrum, just that more so on the Fenelic Comte gentleman, which is a number of histories refer to an unspecified scandal in the Queen's court on the eve of the Revolution, when a man of minor nobility was apparently involved in an indiscretion with the Queen. After the palace uproar, the fellow was executed without trial. The man was a German count by the name of Fenelic. And now we start off. It is presently January 29th, 1923. It looks like we have a book signing for Boomer as he was trying to get some more information about this whole quest that they've been put on. And that's where we begin our day. It is the 29th. It's a Monday, the end of January. What would you all like to do?
Didn't we already do the book signing?
No. We were doing the book signing at the next session.
Okay. I am just confused. Okay. Then yes.
Fred will support his unlikely friend in his book signing because he believes in supporting his comrades, even if he doesn't believe 100% in what they say.
Listen, okay, it doesn't matter, right? Because my dedicated readers, they're the type of people who they would have leads on the simulacrum. I'm sure at least one of them has stumbled across it in their own research at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Some kind of nut job community.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute.
I mean,
well versed in odd knowledge community.
Exactly. I just don't have a way with words like Mr.
All right, so it looks like Fred and Boomer are going to go to the book signing. I think we had that going off.
Mr. Moore will join them
by the Parc des Buttes Chaumont, which is up in the northeastern corner there. Does anyone want to go to the library and do some research?
Mr. Moore.
Oh, yeah.
to the book
That always
signing.
worked so well for Brandon. I'm going to go to the library and try to do more research.
All right, Brandon's the library. Cool.
Yes, we're going to the butt park.
So Boomer and Moore and Crumb are going to the butt park. Brandon is going to the library. Carl.
I love the book part.
I don't recall. Was I able to buy the materials to make the spell if needed?
Yes, you can do it on a single doorway. You have enough materials for a single doorway.
Okay, perfect. Then I don't believe I have anything else I'd like to do. I think I'm fine. So I'm going to actually. Carl's going to go into the book sign with Boomer and just watch him all the way through.
Sure.
Menacingly, just like on the corner watching.
Okay. All right, we'll do the book signing first because that's going to be a riot, I'm sure. Okay, so you go to the book signing, and it's in this pub. It's one of those ones like you would have in the show Cheers. You have to go down some stairs, and it's underneath a building, and you think, oh, this is going to be a ritzy kind of place, and it's kind of a dive, as you would expect it to be. There's a bar along the far wall. The room is maybe 40 feet by, 60 feet deep. Bar on the like the right hand side or left hand side when you enter. There's some tables set up, and there's some tables in the back. Boomer, do you have books with you that you were going to bring to the signing, or do you get there early to set up something, or?
Well, seeing as how I didn't bring books with me when I traveled overseas. No, I'm setting up, and they would bring their own editions. So literally, there's just like a table. I'm just gonna sit down and be like, come on.
Okay. Sure. Gotcha.
Real fans bring their own books anyway.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So where do the rest of you? Do you guys all sit down there next to Boomer as he?
I think Boomer would not allow me to sit next to him, so I'm probably gonna be scouting around the place and like looking for people that might not be there for the book signing specifically or for something else. Because I know now that somebody's gonna be looking for us, I imagine.
Sure.
Considering the occult and how much Boomer being Boomer. So I'm going to
What does that mean?
make sure no one wants him dead.
Sure, that's fair. Okay.
I'm there to people watch, so I will not be sitting by Boomer. I'll be sitting a decent distance away if there's a bench nearby.
I'd
Okay.
probably buy Mr. Moore a beverage
Sure.
and join him, and I guess people watch as well and be like, that guy probably is an engineer of some kind, married, 2 children, nice quaint little house over there. That person over there has seen some hard times. You can see it by the sunken look in their eye.
There's like 3 people in the bar besides me, but so you can take that as you wish. And it is also early in the morning, so you guys get there about 10. You're all set up and you're ready to go by 11:30. Give me Boomer. Give me a just a random D100 roll.
For no reason, really.
A random D100.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Good. All right. So you're sitting there for, I want to say about an hour and a half. It's closing in on 1 p.m. and presently no one has come into the bar to see you. And you're probably getting a little tired, fed up, getting ready to set up, and then suddenly the door opens. And there's 3, probably early 20s, maybe even late teens boys come in the store, and they see you, and they just like, oh, there he is. Oh, great. And they come rushing over to you with their books in hand. Like, I didn't believe you'd actually be here. Kind of like giggling to themselves.
Why, of course I'd be here. When I say I'm gonna do something for my dedicated readers, I always make sure that I aim to please.
Your stories are the best. Always give us the best laughs at school.
Yeah, it is. I can understand that, brother. The lengths that the government will go to try and cover up or disregard the reality of things is often quite amusing. I find that to be true myself. Yes.
They look at you a little blankly, and they're like, and they look at each other. You don't speak French, do you?
No.
No, you don't. They say something in French to each other, and then they laugh a little bit.
Well, I don't know what you just said, but it sounded pretty, so I'm gonna assume it was a compliment.
Carl, you speak French, don't you?
French, yes.
Good, Carl. You understand that they are just like, this fool actually believes what he writes. We need to get these signed and leave as soon as possible. And then kind of laugh.
Let me see what you got there. Oh, this is a good one. Yeah. Psychics Cause the Wall Street Bombing is one of my most popular sellers. Give me let me just who am I signing this for?
Jean-Pierre and
I spell
Renee?
it JOHNPEE Yer.
Sure. And, Renee.
Yeah, I got that one too. RANAY. Renee, I got you.
And then the third book, they all have the same book. It's the last one is to Sean.
Yeah, didn't I already sign one for it, John? All right, well,
Sean.
Well, I could just add a little loopy here. Now that J is an S, I got you. That's. Is there anything else I could do, son?
They look at you. They're just like, no, thank you, sir. That's quite great. And then they walk up to the bar, and then in French they're speaking to each other, of course. And they're Carl, you pick up on this. They're like, that guy's a lunatic. He actually believes this stuff. And then they just roar with laughter. So you guys,
Again,
don't speak French.
I love the things you're saying. It just sounds so. Can I interest you in a cigarette? Maybe an acid?
They politely decline. And they have a drink, and they're basically talking trash in French about Boomer for the next 30 minutes in the bar.
Yeah, I am sad for Boomer, but I'm not going to stop them.
and then they leave. But only Carl knows that they're talking garbage because he's the one who knows French. That's it. Boomer, go ahead and give me another D100 roll for the lulls.
Oh no. Hey,
Mhm.
I don't know what it means, but I did something.
You did something. They did something. That's fine.
Yeah.
You did something. That's fine. Okay. So about an hour later, a guy comes in and he's sweating profusely, and it's just January in Paris. It's cold outside, but he comes in. He's just dripping with sweat, and he comes up to you. Oh, it's really you. It's really you.
Yeah, it's me.
And he comes right up to you. It's like, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to talk to somebody about all the stuff the government is underway, and you're actually here. Oh my gosh, your stories have really gotten me through the bad times when they try and monitor all the stuff. You know how it is,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I do actually. That's why you need to take. If you just soak like a hat and with mud, and right, you line it on the inside, then you can stick little pieces of like iron filament or something. It helps block the brain waves. Yeah.
Oh, yes, and then you see him pull out some antacids and start popping them.
Yeah.
Oh my
God! What do you have there?
It's the only way to stay healthy. You gotta eat these things. They're like candy. Oh my gosh.
You must have seen my ad.
Can you believe they want us to believe that Germany is going to start another? Germany's coming back to. They're going to come back and start another war. They're going to take over the world.
Actually, that was well. I've got a lot of things going on the back burner, right? But before I got involved in my current story, I was actually writing a piece on the Thule Society about the the zombie Nazis and how they're gonna try and use magical powers from the Iron Age to take over the world. Watch for that one; it's gonna be a bestseller.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait! Thank you for telling me about that. It's very kind of you to bring that up to me. Oh my gosh!
I'll tell you what, dedicated reader. Are you a local here? You from around here?
Yeah, I live in Paris. Well, I live here because I kind of don't have the money to get back to where I live. You know how that is. It's all a conspiracy to keep me from my family and my research. You know how it is.
Yeah, of course.
They want to isolate us from our families so that everyone will think we're crazy.
That's right. And then the nuclear unit is vulnerable to the government's machinations. I hear you.
They're the ones that are crazy, not us. We know what we're talking about. They're the ones they're out of their minds. I mean, they tried to get me locked up in the Sheraton Asylum, but I'm not going to the Sheraton Asylum. I'm not an insane person. I mean, I'm like you. I'm not insane. And he's like biting his fingernails and looking around all wily.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
In all your time here in Paris, have you ever heard of a man named Hey Fred. Hey, G-Man.
Yeah. What's up?
What's the name of that fella we're looking for?
The who?
The guy, the one that had the thing, the simulacrum.
The symbol. Oh, let's see here, and then Fred will take out his notes and start reading them. I'm sorry, I can't read very well nowadays. I'm a little right now. I've been drinking a little bit. Okay, for real though, what is the name of?
I can't read it. This is
Comte Phenolic. Phenolite.
This Phenolic fella.
Phenolic. Maybe I haven't been to the asylum, of course, because I'm not crazy. But I think when I visited there, I remember someone saying something about that something maybe? No. But no, that's just between you and me. I don't tell them. They look a little suspicious. Those three over there. They're just sitting there watching us, and you that seems odd.
No. They're with me. They're with me. Yeah,
You're
traveling companions from the States. He's my bodyguard. Yeah.
And then he points at Carl. Even that guy, he looks like a government guy.
He is actually. He is my government informant.
I can't be here with it. And he just freaks out and runs out of the bar.
Oh, all right. You should probably take an acid.
You see him pop a full package as he exits the building. You see him running up the stairs and acid just flying in his mouth.
That's nice. That was a nice man.
Give me another D100 roll.
Stop. I don't know what this means. All my rolls are really low.
Good.
I don't know if that's
low is good in this game. Low is good in Call of Cthulhu. Nearing the end of the day, I'm assuming it states it's probably at 4:00 is when the end of the quote unquote signing will be. You see a woman walk in the bar, and she looks like she's out of place here. Like she, upper tier sort of, very expensive dress, very fine clothing. She's got like a little book. You can tell she has a bunch of books tied up in a little bag, and she slowly looks around, sees you there, kind of walks up, and then puts the books in front of you.
Oh, what? Hello?
Bonjour. En français, s'il vous plaît.
Yeah. Hey, can one of you guys get over here?
I'm going to approach.
She comes up to. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to approach her and just start speaking French. Obviously, I, as a person, have no idea how to speak French, but Carl does. So, Carl is going to simply look at her and say, "Hello, madam. How can I help you? I imagine you're here for a signing from the genius Boomer here, correct?"
She replies, "I don't know if genius or not. My man, my I'm trying to think of the right way to put this. And her boss asked her to come get these books signed, and she doesn't know anything about them. She thinks they're all a bunch of dribble."
Your boss, you say?
That's not very nice.
And
They're the finest. They're like the first edition of all your books, by the way. Like the first edition of every book of your first, your earliest books that you've put out, Boomer. They're like the best of the best, the oldest of the old, in premium condition.
I don't know if I care. She hurt my feelings. If I could understand her, that is.
And who exactly is your boss, if I may ask? You see, if he enjoys the books from the writer so much, I am certain the writer would not mind, well, signing in front, even meeting one of his fans.
Oh, he is a very private person, and he just knew that he was going to be in town today, and asked me to come get them signed, and so that's why I'm here. So if you could just, I don't speak English, but if you could instruct him to sign them to Mr. Jean-Claude
And Deb?
Maciel, and
Can I do a check to see if I heard the name when I was in the university?
sure.
Okay, what would that be?
History.
History check. Okay.
Sure.
I believe I'm not that bad at it, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. So let's see how that goes. Actually, I'm not that bad at it.
Sure.
Correction, I am that bad at it. I fail.
Burn 13
Yes,
luck, you can do it.
You don't know the name at all.
Okay.
It's
I'm gonna turn to Boomer and I'm gonna say, this madam is here to collect, well, your signing for her boss, which is a very private person. And I told her that you would maybe, I'm gonna tell her obviously that you probably wouldn't mind meeting her boss, Boomer, because maybe he is someone that would know something. But for now, she wants just signing of the books too, and I repeat the name of the guy just said.
Sure. Do you want to spell it out to him so that he doesn't butcher it?
I will spell it out for him.
Okay. I'm not gonna worry about that. We'll rubber stamp that part of it.
Okay.
So, do you sign the books?
Yeah, and as I do, I'm gonna kind of give her like a little wink. Yeah. Sign
She
these
just kind of
books.
looks at you, looks you up and down, and then just kind of looks back over at Carl and just like she can't wait to leave.
Yeah, I look at her and I say, "Well, madam, it is a pleasure having you here with the book writing. But if I could ask, Mr. Boomer here, he's very interested in knowing and getting to have the fan writer experience. Would you please tell your boss that, well, if he wants, he could have a tea or a cup of coffee with Mr. Boomer here. It would be very."
I will relay that. I don't know that he will accept, but thank you for the offer, and thank you for the books. And she neatly stacks them on top of each other, making sure to put, silks between them so that they don't get damaged, putting them in a bag, and then putting them in this leather pouch so that they don't get damaged. And then puts the pouch, carries the bag in front of her and slowly makes her way out.
Have a wonderful day, madam.
Wow. And that's all of the visitors that you received that day. Okay, off to Brandon. You are in the library doing some research for us, which is good. Go ahead and give me a library use roll, Brandon.
Please, roll 99.
Yeah, let me. Don't worry. Back in university, I learned how to use some books, so I just gotta hit the books. That's what they always say. That's it.
Okay, nice.
You got it. You spend about half the day, and after about half the day, you come across this morsel of information from Mademoiselle de Bren's journal from her diary from 1789.
Oh man, this is some old stuff. This is what I was looking for. From the diary of Mademoiselle de Brienne, June 1789. Oh wow,
quite old. And go ahead and give me a second library use rolls for the second half of your day, because you found this relatively quickly with that roll.
Yeah, we can't fail now. You know what? I'll use some luck. Why not?
Okay. Sure.
So that'd be 6 luck, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm down to 37 luck. All right, feeling lucky though.
All right. You find a diary from a man named Louis Milan. He's the captain who led the assault on the Fenwick Mansion in Poisse, which is a suburb west of Paris. He seemed to be shaken by the experience. And that's all you get out of the library for the day. You get two pretty good pieces of information on that. And you guys, I guess, reconnect at the hotel there. Brandon, this takes you up until the end when the library closes, which are about 8 o'clock, is when you fish all of this information out. The rest of you can make it back to the hotel probably around 6 o'clock.
I have a question.
Yes.
Because I think I might just be missing. In that second report that I sent 6 men to capture the Comte. That's the guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't know because he said the Comte instead. I don't know. Anyway,
yes. Comte is like German for count, I believe. So
all right. It's good info. It's
So a very productive day for all the party involved. And yeah, anything you want to do this evening after the wonderful book signing you had that day?
In the evening.
So wait, so we know where did he rot? So it was a dark day when no one. Now I'm looking at this from this report of Captain Louis Malone at the bottom here. It says that there was a dark day when noble vermin such as Puffernack did descend from Poissy. Comte did howl and scream. So maybe we need to go to Poissy because that's where the Count died.
Do we know where the county used to live?
Yes, you just found out.
Yeah, we found out that it was
he had a mansion in Poisse.
Poisse. Yeah, that's how you say it.
And,
yes, I believe it would not be a bad idea just make it to pass the visit there.
You also found out about Charenton Asylum from the Boomer Associate.
That is true. It's the asylum.
All right. So that's the end of the 29th day, unless you guys wanted to do anything. Rolling in near the end of January. What would you guys like to do on this Tuesday? Poise, you from the research or just looking at a general map, you can ask the people. Poise is outside the city quite a ways. It's down the Seine, off to the west. It's about 10 miles west of Paris.
I wouldn't mind going there. I mean, that's as big of a lead as we got. Other than
Yeah.
Let's all go together.
Yay!
By train, what could ever go wrong?
Yes. That would be fastest.
We go by train, and Brenda just goes by the side running to the side of the train.
That's right. It is 17 and a half miles west of Paris. You can take a train or you can hire a car.
How much would be to hire a car?
It would be like £5 sterling. Usually, I mean, it is the middle of winter, so getting there by car is probably the not favored route since it's going to be very icy on the drive. A train would be most ideal and would cost significantly less.
So do we just put blinders on him and just try to lead him onto the train?
Well, if that doesn't work, we can get him nice and saucy, and then he'll be asleep for most of the ride.
Good point. Drug him.
You're okay.
What?
We're not gonna sauce the guy up.
I would have to agree here. As you say, saucing him up might not be the best idea we have.
Well, why not? We can't drink it at home. I mean, this might be, one of the upsides of coming to Europe.
Brandon, there is no way you would like to go in that train, right? Is there any way that you can just close your eyes and?
I'm not actually that scared of trains anymore. But if anything spooky happened on that train, bro, I'm gonna flip out.
I'm worried you'll lose your mind.
The train track better be smooth. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. I know trains could do anything. Though.
Very well, understandable. Then let us go by train. It would be best, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, it's no problem. You can get you'd spend, to get you all on the train, all 5 of you on the train. It costs maybe £1 sterling, and it takes you over. And it'll include a round trip that you can catch at any point within the next 48 hours. You get there, on the left side of the track is a wooden platform overlooking the town square. The waiting passengers waiting to press in the nearby. There's a nearby cafe, restaurant, the Hotel d'Aron, where people may keep keeping warm. The town is bustling despite the cold, with the atmosphere of an American frontier town. It's hedged by forest and 3-story houses. Some seem to be recently built. Some seem like they'd be dating back into the mid 15th century. And there's paved roads with various carts and some cars and a tram line nearby, and some horses, people on horses. Go ahead and give me a spot hidden check.
Everyone?
Sure.
Yeah, as soon as I find that.
Oh, crap.
Nice.
How is that sciences?
Okay, that is good.
Your stealth sleight of hand. What?
Okay, you notice when you, those of you that are getting off the train, you see a welcoming sign opposite the train platform near the Hotel Restaurant de la Rose Blanche. In the pharmacy is a English chemist It looks like you can tell that the sign is both English and in French. It looks like the chemist is Monsieur Esperado. He looks like he's the only English. It looks like the only sign in English in the square is this pharmacy.
Okay. Interesting. I will relay that information to the group, obviously. Okay. Boomer, do you want to buy some antacids before we go?
I don't know. This box seems to never run out, so I'm gonna just keep hitting it every time I need it.
I see. Apparently, you have an object of the occult with you right now.
Oh. No. All jokes aside, literally, like my luggage, that suitcase right there. Yeah, nothing but antacids. Kind of surprised I didn't get stopped at customs.
Yeah, that absolutely tracks.
Interesting. What would you guys like to do? You're on a train station. You're at a train stop in Place.
I'm fine for now. Maybe I don't know, get some food, but that's it. I'm fine, pretty much.
Okay.
I could go for some food.
All right. Why are you in Place?
We're here to go to that house. We burned here.
Is there
Our
map?
objective is here, right? The names are the problem. Got to be okay. Yeah, we're here. We're here to get the
Mr. Fenelick or Conta Fenelick.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to find his mention.
Maybe he has food. Wait, the house burned down, so there's probably not food there anymore.
No, but we should probably still go there right now.
Where is it?
Okay, guys, we're gonna go to the pharmacy and ask that. That'll be the best way of doing it, I imagine.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna go
Yeah.
to the pharmacy.
I'll do whatever you guys wanted to get food. We'll let you get food. That's fine. I'm okay with that too.
I
All
mean,
right.
we can get information on getting food, but the pharmacy seems closest, so let's go to the pharmacy.
Okay. All right. You go to the pharmacy, and just like any pharmacy you could imagine, there's a bunch of drugs lying around. They got this newfangled thing called Dr. Pepper from the United States of America. It's supposed to cure everything.
What's that now? Hold on, wait a minute.
Oh no.
What's in it?
Supposed to be
I'm not really
23
sure.
flavors, I think.
23. How are they gonna put 23 flavors in a single drink?
It's delicious. It's my favorite.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, that sounds like some insane propaganda. That obviously can't be true.
It aids in digest. You see a big sign that says it aids in digestion, restores vim, vigor, and vitality.
Okay, now hold on. I'm interested.
Dr. Pepper becomes Boomer's new antacids.
Maybe you could sell these
Delicious.
Well, why
books.
not both? I mean, that's.
Okay. Does anyone want to do anything else while they're in the shop?
Yeah, maybe ask if go up to the front and be like, hey, we heard we're kind of sightseers, and we heard some interesting stories about this old Count named Count Fenelick who got burned. We want to see if we can find his ghost.
Oh wow, you some Americans. I usually only speak with French people here. This is a treat. I don't usually get to speak English very often. Wow, quite nice. I don't know this Fenelick you speak of. You know what might help you out is the town hall is just down the end of the square. They might be able to assist you with finding this Fenelick. I unfortunately I can sell you some drugs if you need them to feel better.
All right, well, you've got my attention.
Oh god.
You have the cure for what ails.
I mean, they're just gonna sell you antacids, brother. I mean, that is the panacea that cures all wounds. I can assure you.
But I mean, you've got enough antacids for all of our antacid needs, right, Boomer?
Yeah, but no, you don't understand. The chemical composition that is the antacid tablet. It is literally a combination of space age chemicals founded by the government and hidden away from the rest of us. And the people, the real people, the true patriots, have found this formula and now market under the guise of anti-acid tablet. But like seriously, like if you get a cut on your arm, you just roll it between your hands until it's powder, and you rub that baby in there. I promise you, it goes away in 24 hours. It's amazing.
I look at the shopkeep and I just say in French, "I am so sorry."
It's fine. It's fine. We've got some chloroform if you won't need some anesthetic.
Wait a minute. What kind of like? Yes. Can I just casually sell you some chloroform?
Yes.
Also, is there a hardware store anywhere? I might need some rags.
You see small bottles like there's chloral hydrate. This helps with sleeping. Different other drugs.
Wait a minute. That last one, the sleeping drug.
Mm-hmm.
How much would that run? Like, if we needed to,
Put someone to sleep.
If I needed someone to be asleep for, let's say, the duration of a train ride, how much?
That's an interesting proposal. I'm
oddly specific, I know, but trust me, has a good reason.
I can get a little jittery on trains. I need someone to calm me down.
Yeah, just something to take the edge off.
For you.
That's. I don't know. Let me.
We'll call it 3 pound. 3 pounds sterling for a bottle.
How much is that in real money?
3 pounds sterling is 3 pounds sterling. We're in Europe, so that is real money. I'm not really sure how to answer that question. Can someone help me here with this one?
Can I just give him 3 pounds sterling?
Yeah, you can, and you can have it.
I look at him and I say again, I am very sorry.
So did you buy the chloroform or did you buy the chloral hydrate?
Chloroform?
Okay.
What's the difference?
I guess you'll just have to go look them up and find out.
You're active.
He's naming off drugs that existed at the time. So yeah, chloroform was used as an anesthetic in the 1800s, early 1900s. Unfortunately, it's not a few decades later. You have other drugs available to you, but you don't. That's fine. Okay. So I can sell you drugs if you need them in the future, but if you need help finding information about the town, your best bet is just head on down to town hall, and they should be able to help you.
Now, let's say we need to really talk to someone important. What kind of drugs would they like?
I think the chloroform would solve that.
I don't understand the question.
Like, I don't know. Do you have make like good gifts? We can make good first appearances,
He doesn't sell those kinds of drugs, Brendan.
No, I just mean like,
Aren't you police?
Yeah.
You're one of those. Likes to go for a nip in the evidence locker, huh?
Hey, it's the old times. None of this stuff's illegal, except for maybe alcohol.
That's right. There's no scheduling of narcotics yet. It's all legal.
Yeah, I'm thinking about I found the FDA or something.
You can look around if you want to try and find other drugs. Anything you can think of that's basic, they can probably.
But no, I will ask him for directions to the city hall then.
Yeah, it's just down at the end of the block.
I'll be like, all right, guys, let's
Oh,
check out city hall unless any of you need any more drugs or prescriptions or anything.
No, I believe I'm okay.
are you sure?
Actually, question. To the GM, to the keeper. The components to make the thing, none of them are. I could buy at a normal store, right? All of them I need to buy at a very specific store.
Yeah, at specific stores in Paris, like occult stores.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm fine. I'm good to go.
Good.
Whenever everybody leaves, Fred is gonna look at the shopkeep and be like, "Hey, I got this rash. Do you have anything for rashes that are particularly itchy?"
He looks at you kind of oddly. Maybe this spread. It's got some aloe or something in it. It should be helpful.
Oh,
Just
thank you.
The salve here will help you. It's about £1.
All right, thanks, man. And bill him £2 and walk off.
Okay, great. So you have your salve, and they have their chloroform. Awesome. You guys make your way down to the.
Very important, I promise you.
Yes, we're making our way down.
Make your way down there.
Gods.
So you guys make your way over to the town hall.
Yes.
All right. You make your way, and then what happens?
I mean, the town hall. We could just go into it. Just like just close it open.
Sure, it's just wide open. You can go in there. You see people at desks. It's one person standing at a big desk or sitting at a big desk in front.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna start speaking in French. Obviously. Is there a man or a woman in the front?
It's a man.
Okay. Hello, sir.
Sure.
Me and my friends here, we are tourists, and we have heard some stories. You see, we do enjoy visiting some old history about the fallen counts and duchesses of the of Europe. We've been right in Germany. We've been in England. We're doing our trip now to Paris. And we have heard about a Count Fenling. Fenling. I don't know that. I'm sorry. It's a hard name, man.
Sure.
But I say the name properly without stumbling. And yeah.
All right. Give me a French roll.
French roll. Shit.
Mm-hmm. Your language, French roll.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
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 How many points did you put in the language?
I know my language. I know my language. Not a lot. I know my language.
Success.
I know my language. I'm telling you, man. I know my language.
Now I need a fast talk or charm roll.
Uh-oh.
Oh, charm. Absolutely charm.
Excellent.
Absolutely
Oh
charm.
my god.
He turns to you and he's very impressed by your French and
Nice
for
or
what
hot?
you speak. And he's like, I know of no Fenwick in this town or village. However, I will let you research through our records and titles of the village at the time near the revolution, and you should maybe come across the information that you are looking for.
Thank
Then
you
he grants
so
you access to the records for the rest of the time that you might need it.
Perfect. Time to look some sort of records. I know one of us have like really good library use. I don't remember who it is.
But you all can roll the library
Can I
use if you'd like.
Yeah, let us try to.
I like to
find
roll
one.
dice.
Good.
Oh my god! What are my rolls?
Womp.
Well, you're making up for all the bad ones you've had for the first.
Yeah.
Ones.
I am. Damn. Okay.
Waiting on I think that's it. Is that it? That's it.
everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone else failed except you. All right.
Apparently,
so
only Carl passes dice.
Carl,
Yeah, actually.
don't forget, don't forget to put your check marks next to on your character sheet. So
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
all those later. So you had an extreme success. Yeah. So you go in, you start looking, and you go pointed directly to the records where the revolution was, those specific records, and just almost as if you were drawn to it. The first record you pull up, you're just like, well, this is weird. This can't be right. Then you're like, you pin it down. You're like, oh wait, this must be it. It's the former location of where his villa was on the outskirts of town. The villa obviously has been long gone by now, but it looks like somebody's built something else, like another house out there, at the following address.
Yeah, then I'm going to say, well, everyone, I believe I have found it. And I am going to. Is there a map of the city around? Like in the records?
There is, but if you go up to the clerk, he can just point you on the general direction of how to get to that
Yeah,
location.
that would be easier, I would suppose. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the clerk. I'm gonna thank him and ask the direction.
Sure. Yeah. He gives you general. You have to go back past, towards the station, past the church, and the former church. It's now a prison, and then you head down a few more roads. It's down that way. If you want to go that direction.
Yeah.
And then, of course, obviously, he mentions just make sure you're kind to the doctor and his wife, whose name they are listed there, Christian Lorraine. And you can make your way over to Chez Lorraine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll walk over. Hold there.
It's on the outskirts of town. It'll take a minute to walk. You could probably hire a car if you wanted, or you could walk it. It's fine. It's up to you.
We are on the suburbs of France, like on a very nice countryside. Let's take a walk. It could go badly.
Let me move you guys over to this map. Yeah, we'll put you here so you have an idea of how far Poisse is from Paris.
Where is Boyce? Oh no, that's Pontoise.
Noisy-lessec.
Poisse, it's right over here, down the Seine.
Oh, okay.
It's the one big name, and I'm completely behind.
Yeah.
The
one that really stands out.
Why are you laughing there, Heather?
Versailles, almost, but not that bad.
Okay.
Oh
Sure.
man.
You guys are killing it. Awesome.
I'm pretty sure this game is 90% us making fun of names.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I don't disagree with that. Okay, so
I mean, you can call it Poison,
Is
but we're all reading something
is
very
it
different.
there on the river? Like, is it water adjacent?
What?
Boise.
The
I think it's
city? Yes, it's in between the Seine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. As you guys make your way out to the house, it's surrounded by a large crumbling brick wall, obviously 18th century work. The walls are in part supported by massive climbing rose bushes that cover them. You would assume the roses would be incredibly beautiful in the spring, but it's winter, so it's kind of grim and foreboding, and have been pruned back to resemble like a twisted and knotted barbed wire. Through the gateway, there's no gate, and there's just an open gateway. It's a small two-story brick house. Smoke is rising from the chimney, and a warm, comforting light is filling the downstairs rooms.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over. Imagine there is a front door, right?
Yes.
Yes. I'm gonna walk over and knock on the door. If I'm gonna actually, before I do that, I'm gonna look. Is there anything else you want to look around before talking to the owners?
There's a barn in the area, but it looks like it's overgrown with all sorts of weeds and whatnot.
Yeah, full fair. Okay.
Can I go
Yeah, I'm
check
gonna
out the barn?
If you'd like, sure.
I mean, is it like, deep into the area, or is it just like kind of like right there?
It's like you got the house, and then off to maybe 50 feet, 50 to 60 feet off to if you're facing the house off to the right, there's this barn, but it looks like there's just weeds and vines and everything just growing all up in it.
I mean, I think Fred would still take a look, just to make sure that nothing's fishy in there.
Okay, give me a straight dexterity roll.
Oh boy. Boom. Ouch.
All right, you try and traverse through all of the vines and whatnot that are snaking around the ground, and you trip and fall and oops, wrong thing.
Oh wow.
Take 1 point of damage as you
Oh boy.
you fall and your hand jams on one of those thorns from one of the rose bushes, and so you have this thorn kind of sticking into your hand. You pull it out, and there's blood kind of dribbling out of it. It's almost, and if you had one on your other hand, someone might mistake you for like a devout Catholic.
Quick, get the chloroform.
Oh no.
Get the chloroform, quick.
Oh yeah, antiseptic.
You keep that away from me.
Would you prefer Boomer's antacids?
Actually,
Yeah.
you know
I
what?
you crunch it up and rub it on the wound.
Oh, that was a slow burn. This is like
can
30
do
minutes
either.
later.
We can do either.
It's scientifically proven, by the way. I could show you the research.
Okay, go ahead. Show me
Yes,
this.
absolutely.
Well, I mean, it's at the hotel.
Very-
Like, I don't have it on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sure.
I'm sure it was very extensive research. Who conducted the research, may I ask?
There's the company.
All right, so you have fallen. Are you guys gonna wait for Fred, or are you gonna go up to the door?
I am gonna go up to the door.
No,
After-
you
after
fool! We have to
chloroform-
wait for Fred.
I'm sorry. I'll come back.
I imagine he would after falling miserably on the ground.
I mean, I couldn't just get back up and then just look at there or something.
So I'm guessing you take a handkerchief
Get back up,
and
pretend like
slap your hand up. So, okay.
Yeah. I'd probably have like a. Yeah,
Okay.
I do have a handkerchief.
You walk up the door and you knock on it. After a few moments, a man, he's got nice wire glasses. He looks maybe in mid-30s. Haircut short, small goatee. Bonjour. How may I assist you?
Hello, Mr. Sorry, what is his name again?
Lauren, you have it there. Doctor.
Yes.
Not
Dr. Loren.
yeah. This is.
Um,
Did you need assistance? Oh, your friend seem to be hurt. Is you?
he will be fine. It's see, me and my friends here, we are tourists. We come from the United States. We are studious of history. I personally have.
This is no time for. Please come in. We will discuss
Oh.
over. Would you care for some coffee?
Oh, I would love it. Thank you very much.
Please come in this way. Come in this way. And
I'm just gonna look at Boomer with the face of "please behave" as I
So,
go in.
they take you into the kitchen here and sit down at the table. He goes up to the stove and starts making some coffee, and then pulls out the head of the table in a chair and just sits down. Okay, it's obviously much warmer in here. You're American types. That's wonderful. Yeah, the cowboy. Yes, oh no.
Well, yes, some of us have their cowboy ears.
Ah.
Looks at Fred. One of us is even a policeman, and we just like kind of tap Fred on the shoulder.
Oh yeah, that's me.
While you're there, a little girl comes running in and stands by her father's legs and watches you all very intently.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna say, so, Doctor, did you know that your house is? Well, I imagine you would, but this house, it's right on top of where the house of an old count that died here, or that was hunted down here, used to live.
He died. He died. Well, I know that the house was burnt down previously. I'm pretty sure no one died here though. I wouldn't have well had a moved to a home where somebody had previously been killed in there. So you may want to check your facts on that. And he keeps making the coffee and whatnot. And meanwhile, this little girl is staring very very intently at. Let me roll a d5.
If you say boomer, I'm losing my crap.
Fred. Fred.
Okay.
The little girl is staring very intently at you. Just just eyeing you, eyeing you, eyeing you.
Fred is gonna start doing the little magic trick with his thumb, where he's like, pulling it away from his hand as if it's like, coming apart.
She looks amazed and runs over to you and sits on your knee. Entertain, entertain me.
Okay, and then he
entertain
the thing where you sit on your parents' lap, and he starts like shaking the leg, and it's like riding a horse or something, and he's like,
Yay! And then the doctor said, "Correct. Leave these folks alone. We have things we need to discuss." Says, oh.
Well,
it's pale
yes,
up.
Kind of stands next to him again, just kind of all,
I may have misspoken. He died, but not here. He was arrested here, however. And this place has a. Well, we just had to come by and visit. We've been visiting multiple places where counts and duchesses have whole nobility sense of the old Europe is just so fascinating.
Everyone, give me a spot hidden check.
Okay.
There it is.
Wow.
Hey.
I'm really passing my check today. Wow.
Hey.
You guys are killing it. This is great. Okay. Most of you notice a pretty nasty scar on the back of his left hand, which disappears up his sleeve.
Okay.
And as he's making coffee, you notice this terrible stuff.
Well, if I may ask you, when you built this place, did you bring the house down with it, or was it you that built this place?
Oh no, this is something that's been around since the 18th century. I think maybe they rebuilt over the house that was once here. I don't know. I've lived here. I've been in the town doctor for about a decade now. This is about how long I've lived here.
And if I may ask, have you ever looked for a basement of sorts? You see, a lot of people that have houses rebuilt on top of other structures, they a lot of the times don't actually look for such things, for basements or dungeons or whatever,
What?
been underneath structures of the ground. Have you ever looked for any of these here?
No, I have not. What was the name of the accounts you were referring?
Fenlink.
Fenlink. That sounds familiar. I'm. Let me check with me. My wife. She's upstairs sleeping. Just one moment, please. And he kind of goes upstairs, and you can hear his movement. And then after a few moments, he comes out. I'm so sorry. She's very arthritic in the cold weather, and she has a severe attack of arthritis. So she's been sleeping with a mild sedative.
Completely understandable.
Yeah. He's like, here's this letter I have. I don't know. This maybe it might be able to help you. I'm not sure.
Ooh. Oh, we went from 2 to 6. We missed just a little bit.
What? Slander and lies. I heard JC was going to read this one.
Okay.
Oh, shit, that worked.
To whom it may concern, I realize that I'm a complete stranger, and that this letter may well mean nothing to you. My name is Edgar Wellington, and I'm researching the history of a statue known commonly as the Sedefka Simulacrum. I recently came into possession of an old scroll which presents an intriguing description of this item. This piqued my interest, and I am now endeavoring to trace the simulacrum. My search has led me to an address. The name is probably meaningless to you, but the piece of art wasn't the house that occupied your land in the late 18th century. The statue was a unique Arabian artifact lost during the events of 1789. Its last owner was a German nobleman who once lived where you live today. Please, I ask that if you have heard any local stories regarding this item, or maybe found any traces of the old house and its possessions on your land, which might give a clue as to eventual fate of the object, would you be so kind as to write me a summary of the information? I apologize for the rather strange nature of my request, but I feel that I should pursue whatever leads remaining to me. I hope that you will not go to any great lengths regarding this. Your most sincerely, Edgar Wellington. Yes, this is very interesting. Did you ever write back to the man?
No, I did not. You tell that the note is posted in Switzerland. While you're reading the letter aloud, Query accidentally jolts her arm while sitting in Fred's lap and spills Fred's coffee along her right arm or along her left arm and into the investigator's lap. It's not so hot as to either scald, but the liquid is hot enough to cause some discomfort. And Loren fetches some cloth for the investigator and hushes his daughter and takes her to the bathroom where he cleans and soothes her. Puts some sweet-smelling motion on her arm.
As he's in the bathroom with her, I'm gonna look at everyone else and say, so, I think we could have two options here. We could try to look around this place, since I don't think he ever looked around here properly. And if we don't find anything, Switzerland might be our next stop.
So we should just ask him, "Hey, you mind if we snoop?"
Well, it is getting late. It is in the late afternoon. When he comes back, you see that there's a remarkably long line of inflamed skin on her left arm. Even though, Fred, you weren't too bothered by the heat, it seems like the heat of the coffee, which again wasn't too terribly hot, seems to have negatively affected her left arm significantly more than your lap.
The scar that people noticed, was that on the same arm?
Was it on the left arm where his scar was? Yes.
Could I do a medicine check to see if I know anything that could help her, like soothe the pain?
He's a trained doctor.
Oh yeah, that's a better point. He is a trained doctor.
Doctor.
Boomer, you got some of those antacids? I think we need them.
Okay, let's not.
Wearing the salve on her arm. It doesn't hurt. You can just see this nasty line of inflamed skin on her left arm. If you wish to, you can stay over the night here. I can put you up upstairs. We will be having dinner. Veronique will be coming down for that. You can meet my wonderful wife if you wish.
That would be lovely, sir.
Okay. So after about an hour, Lauren's cooking in the kitchen. You guys can snoop around some, or if you can, do whatever.
I'm gonna be chilling in the sitting room and actually looking around, trying to see if I see something under the kind of walking, but walking a little heavier footsteps.
Sure.
Just to try to see if I can hear some part of the wood that steps different.
Sure. The ground sounds solid. All the foundation you step on sounds solid. After about an hour, Veronique, comes downstairs, and you can see that her left hand is really bent and twisted with arthritis. Very, very, very like gnarly looking. It doesn't seem to be affecting the rest of her body, but her left hand, left arm, all seem to be very warped and twisted with the arthritis. The meal is pleasant. Everyone is there. You're all there except the daughter has gone to bed early.
Okay.
Is it all these people's left arms that are messed up looking? Like the scar and the little girl's arm and the
Yes.
and the lady. Okay, all right. It's all left
All
arms. All right.
Only their left arms are scarred. That is weird, but just weird for now. I don't think on a cult roll would make sense here yet. So, okay.
Oh, unless you're Boomer.
Unless you're Boomer, you do got a point.
Left arm crazy, folks.
That is true.
So you did pick up the plans of the old house from the town hall. Did you want to show that to the Lorraine?
Oh, we have the plan of the house. Okay, yeah. So that would be awesome.
Okay. Okay. So you guys show them the plans, and they're like, "Oh, well, this is quite exciting." You can see, you go through the plans, trying to discover where the cellar of the old house remains.
Would you have the plans to your own house?
You are on the map of their current house.
No. I mean, like, I'm asking if he has it.
Who?
The owner, if he has the map of his own house, like the blueprint of his own house. Of this house.
You're in it. You should be on the map right now.
No.
He's asking
yes,
if the owner has like floor plans to his own home.
Yeah, like a paper copy of it, because you have the paper copy
like a map
of the
that
yeah
the character.
Yes, he does. Sure.
Okay. I would like to maybe try to put two maps on top of each other,
Mm-hmm.
and like kind of pass a light underneath it to maybe like see, because like to show better and like see a spot that would fit the two, in a sense.
Sure. You do that. You kind of get the feeling that the mansion was significantly larger than this house, just by laying one on top of the other. You notice that when you put them one on top of the other, the house is maybe half the size of the mansion, and it looks like so like the front half of the house is you can't really tell based on the blueprints of the old house where there might be an entrance to like a cellar.
Okay.
But you know that there's no entrance to a cellar from looking through those two and looking at your current. So it's not within the house proper, is what you're gathering from that. While you're discussing all of this, you hear a screaming coming from upstairs as the daughter comes running down the stairs, crying into Veronic's arms. Clinging to her mom, she explains, "I saw a boogeyman by my window."
Oh
Nope.
fuck!
Don't like that.
Fuck!
Don't like
And
that.
as she's holding onto her mom tightly, you can see that the scarring on her left arm doesn't seem to have healed at all over the course of the day.
What can you tell us about this boogeyman that you saw?
It was his face outside the window. He was like a ghost. I don't know. I saw it in the eyes, and I kept screaming down to my mama, and you go.
I'm gonna look at her. I'm gonna say, "It's okay. Don't worry."
You want old Fred to go out there and look for him and scare him off? Look at the little girl, and I guess he doesn't know French, but
She's not speaking. They're learned people. They know multiple languages. They're learned people. They're all
unlike us Americans.
Yeah. Fred will talk to the little girl like, you want to, I'm a police officer back at home. You want me to go out there and scare that boogeyman off?
Yes, please.
Okay. And then Fred will walk out the door.
I'm gonna
Okay.
look at her and say, "Don't worry, it'll be okay." Fred will absolutely scare the boogeyman off.
Mr.
Okay.
Moore will go join Fred and just kind of.
Go ahead and give me
Out of curiosity, real quick, we still have our guns, right? We never left them anywhere, right? We still have all our guns, except for the shotgun from Brandon, I imagine, because it's very hard.
Some of
to
them
conceal
will be in your hotel room back in Paris. Those of you that do go outside, go ahead and give me a track roll as you walk around in the snow outside.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Oh
Hey!
my god!
Very nice. Very nice. You look all the way around the house and you can discern no footprints at all. Like you're walking, it's the very bold moon out at the present time, and you can see no tracks, no animal tracks, no human tracks, no tracks of any kind. The only thing you notice is a faint haze in the area, but that's about it.
Do we see our own tracks?
Yes. When you step, you make tracks, but like underneath the girl's window, where you would think where she was looking, there's perfectly undisturbed snow.
Out of curiosity,
Tracks.
Mm-hmm.
out of real quick curiosity, is there her floor? Her room is the second or first floor?
Second floor.
Okay, is there any trees that reach that high, right outside her window or something?
None.
I'd
Okay.
like to look to see like what is in front of her window. I guess like if there's any if the barn is in front of her window, or like if she can see the barn from her.
So when you look at the floor plan, you can see her bedroom is this one right here, I believe, and it faces back. And from that view, there's nothing. There's nothing back there. Just open space. Off to the distance, you can see like a pond. That's it.
Are our feet leaving tracks?
Yes.
Are there any tracks from the people that lived here?
But no one's walked out here.
Oh, right.
You guys are making tracks because you're walking through the snow. Other than that, there's no animals, nothing.
Whoa! Whatever this boogeyman is, it must be able to fly.
I am going to look at the little girl. I'm gonna say, she's still terrified. I imagine, right?
What?
Is the little girl still scared as hell?
When you guys come back in and say you.
Oh no! While they're still out.
Oh yeah, she's very frightened.
Okay. I look at her, like I kneel down to get to her height, and I say, when I was young, I used to not be able to even sleep without a candle by my side. I was to see boogeymans and monsters everywhere. They were very scary, terrifying. But my father, he teach me a trick. When you see a boogeyman, you still nervous and you try to describe it. And as you're describing it, you start realizing that there's no way something like that can exist.
She looks
There's no way.
looks
So
at her dad and she's like, I guess that makes sense.
right? Okay, so try it. You're gonna see that very soon. You're gonna see how it's impossible for it to exist.
Okay. There's a face with red eyes, and he looked like he was a older guy, like not like aged old, but like he was dressed funny, like from the olden times. But the bottom half of his chest was just smoke, and he he looked like a funny old guy, like in the museums.
Yeah. So yeah, like a funny old guy. came by to say hello. Yeah.
Okay.
See, no way. And can I do an occult check now with what you told me? Like, if I can relate to anything
Did you go to the Louvre?
to the Louvre? Yeah,
You
I
went to the
believe so.
and did you hear the laughter?
I heard laughter.
Okay, so you weren't here for this conversation, so no. So never mind.
Okay, so
I'm trying to think of who all was with me when we heard the laugh. I think it was me, Fred.
I think
Someone else was there.
I think it
I
was
think
me.
I was there. Oh no, I think it was Boomer. Yeah, I wasn't there. It was Boomer.
You guys are doing research in the library, yeah. Okay, then yeah, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, but I'm gonna just like no joke her around to let get less cared, and I'm gonna keep that in mind because in reality, Carl just believed the creature to be more real when he did that.
She,
All good.
she seems to be less frightened, and as Fred and Brandon and all the rest of the group comes back into the building and you'll assure her that nothing is wrong, she relaxes significantly, so much so that she starts falling asleep in her mom's arms, and they take her back upstairs. Well, we are going to retire for the evening. If you wish, there's two spare bedrooms upstairs. You can make do with sleeping in those, and we will see you in the morning.
Very well, thank you very much.
Okay. And the rest of the night is uneventful, and then the morning is clear, somewhat warm. I mean, the mid 40s, not freezing as much. You can you get a nice breakfast, and you can go try looking around for what you came here to find.
I actually would like to describe what the little girl described to me to my compatriots, because at least to Boomer, because you know what, I'm going to describe just to Boomer because I know Boomer is insane enough to believe something. So.
All right, Boomer, give me a history roll with a penalty die.
Yep.
Does the description that he gives remind us of anything we've seen?
Am I
Or
stupid?
But do you describe it to the whole party or just to Boomer?
I would describe it to Boomer. If Boomer describes it after the party, that would be Boomer. But like, Carl doesn't want to bother the rest of the party with.
Sure.
That's probably nothing.
Just Boomer. I need a history roll with penalty.
Yeah,
I believe in you,
where the
Boomer.
hell is it?
Middle, center, underneath.
Oh my god, I have it highlighted. So 63 and then a penalty.
Yes.
73.
73. It's a
Need
failure.
a 72.
One luck point.
I have 48 luck. Yup. I will burn
One
a
luck.
point.
Okay. The way he describes it, when you were in the Louvre that one day, and you heard the laughter, and you went off and saw that picture, the way he describes it, it makes you think of that picture. The one where you heard the laughter.
Oh. All right. I'm gonna share that with the group. What do you think it means?
Like a picture?
I don't know.
Yeah, the picture was labeled sketch for an unknown painting, 18th century, found among the possessions of Queen Marie.
Weren't we convinced this picture had something to do with Fenelon?
Yeah, there was a tie to it. I think he's the artist or something. Or he had it at one point. Or I know the queen had it, but
Was it a painting of Fenelon? No. That you guys saw, or
They do not know that information.
okay.
In the Louvre, you mean?
In the Louvre.
In the Louvre.
All right. So using the old gate as a base point with the two, with the blueprints of the old house and the new house, you can try locating the cellar if you'd like. everyone give me navigation rolls.
Navigation.
Oh my god.
Where is navigation?
It says
Oh, wow.
navigate. Whoa, a
We got a
1.
critical success again this game. Wow.
All right. So you guys look around.
Turn off the cheats.
I also need the 2 people that gave me got successes. I need luck rolls.
For the navigate?
Oh, no.
Because I
The
failed.
ones that had successes on navigate, I need luck rolls.
Even the critical one? Ooh.
Yes, even the critical one. So David, you take about 15 minutes. You know a lot about how buildings are set up and the proper places for putting entrances to certain cellars and whatnot. After about 15 minutes of looking at the house and then pacing your way around the house once, you go immediately to the backyard where the cellar is located. The entrance to the cellar is located.
Here.
The top 2 steps are nearly, and you just clear away the snow, and you see the top 2 steps, and then some earth and charred brick near the base of an old oak tree. It seems you're going to need to dig that out. So he's got I'm sure you can go up to the Lorenz and get some crowbars or shovels or whatever you need, and anybody who wishes to dig can just give some strength rolls.
Yeah, let's try to dig.
Take care of this. No
I'm
problem.
gonna let Fred and Brandon take care of it. Yeah. There we go. I'm good.
Look at David Moore over here. all there.
David's strong as hell.
All right, so Fred and Brandon and David get to going on this this area where they know the entrances, and after some digging, some while, it takes maybe 30 minutes to get it open, and you get to the door that was buried, and upon opening the door, you feel damp, cool air greet you. The hallway beyond leads back towards the walls of the outer gate and the foundation of where the Fenwick mansions were made. It looks like it would be very sound, like it was very soundly built as you walk in to it. It is very dark, obviously. It is underground.
Question: did you say that Carl did have all of the ingredients needed to do his little spell of like protection or whatever on a door?
Uh-huh.
Okay, all right. I'm just asking, just because I'm curious. All right. Mr. Moore, you got that flashlight still handy?
I pull out my own flashlight as well.
Should we see where this leads?
That would be a good idea. Be careful, however. I wouldn't be surprised considering here had the simulacrum. That would be something.
If only I had my shotgun.
Yeah, Fred will take the lead.
Okay, so you go down the hallway, and you come up to the first part, and it looks like it doesn't look like a cellar where you would keep like wine or fine things. It's very odd. You come across the first part where you would think there would be two rooms on either side, and it looks like they're jail cells. Like there's jail bars on each one. And did you look into them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Did you look into the first one on your right? It's and you look on the one on the left as well. Looks like it contains torture implements and cages and skeletons. Two of them are chained together. One is rotting remains of bridal veil, and I need a sanity check from everyone.
An 1800 sex dungeon. Damn.
Okay.
Sanity. Yay. Damn, we all passed. Very nice.
You all passed.
Do any of these things look recently used?
No, this is significant.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember the thing was talking about how the Count used to have torture instruments in his basement. So
Yeah.
this must be it.
As you wander through this ghastly prison, you become aware of a dim light up ahead in the final room. Did you approach?
I have a question. Would we have been able in our travels? Like, would I be able to have hidden away like my sawed-off shotgun or anything, or no?
No, you probably wouldn't have that with you.
Okay, then I will grab something that's like a blunt instrument just in case.
Sure.
There might be a train in there.
Okay. So you go in there, and there's a faint glow up ahead. Yes. Faint glow up ahead as you enter the room. There's roses, fantastical colors: aquamarine, violet, orange, grass green, and the flowers is very thick on the back wall. And it looks like the vines have grown. It looks like there's no reason they should be blooming. There's plenty of them blooming, and at the base of the mast lies a left arm of a statue. It's a human size and glows faintly. And I need everyone to give me a sanity roll.
Isn't sanity the one you want to fail?
No.
No, that's
Okay. Brandon, Mork, Fred, Boomer.
I'll spend
Carl,
the
I need a
6.
sanity roll. You can't
Oh, that's right.
sanity.
Shit.
Carl, can I get a sanity roll?
He can't hear you.
Oh.
There you go.
All right. If you failed, you took 2 sanity. If you succeeded, you took 1 sanity loss. And there you see it, a left arm of a statue sitting there at the bottom, quite horrific. So 2 loss to Fred as well. And it seems like this seems like something quite magical. I wonder what it could be. I guess we'll find out next week as we continue from this point.
So, if we pass, we lose 2, or if we fail, we lose 2.
If you fail, you lose 2. If you pass, you lose 1.
Okay, all right, because you said Fred, you lose 2, and I was like, wait a minute, what?
No.
But
no, I only have 53 remaining.
53 is more than my max.
I know. That's because I am a pinnacle of sanity.
Okay. So yeah, you guys can go ahead and roll your skills to see if you leveled up some. Looks like
right.
David has already gotten some.
You have to succeed in order to level it up?
Fail. If you fail, you level them up.
Damn it!
Wow. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna start off there, having found a weird looking arm thing.
What? Come on!
Oh,
I thought my spot hidden was bad. Passing on a 25.
Yeah, you're getting rid of all those good rolls for me. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, guys, for coming and hanging out. Appreciate you being here. Hope you had fun, and I will see you next time.